flower people, last time we started making a pond of water lilies and flowers, and we used the cool colors. Does anybody remember what the cool colors are? Okay, they are blue, purple, and green. They're the cold, chilly colors. Today, we're gonna make flowers. We're not gonna use cool colors anymore today. Okay, so if you are let's see, the first thing we're gonna get out is tissue paper. So, that's gonna be the teddy bear. Teddy bear. You need to get the tissue paper. So if you're a teddy bear, go ahead and stand up. And go to your supply shelf and look for the box that looks like this. It says tissue paper on the front, which I know you guys can't read yet, but then there's a little piece of paper, a picture of a paper that's crinkly. And that's tissue paper. And it's not the type of tissue paper you blow your nose with. It's not tissues, it's tissue paper. It's a craft supplies that we're gonna use. Okay, so bears, once you get to your spot, and you find your tissue paper box, you'll notice that they're all organized in rainbow order. So first is the pink. So you're gonna go ahead and go to the very front bag and open it up. And you're going to get out one pink sheet of paper for every kid at your table and pass it out to them. So we have our pink paper. Now we need what's called a stencil. So the puppy dog gets the stencils because a stencil is one of our tools. So if you're a puppy dog, go to your supply station and look for the box that looks like this. It says stencils on the front with these circles here. This is a stencil. And it's all organized rainbow order just like everything else. And you're gonna want to get the big blue circles. And you're going to give one of these to every child at your table. And we need one more thing for now, and then we need to get other things. But for this first step, we need one more thing, and this is going to be the alligator's job to get us a cup of pencils or a can of pencils. So if you're the alligator, go to the supply station and get the can of pencils and put it at the middle of your table. Good job. So now that we have our supplies for our first step, you're going to take your stencil and put it on the tissue paper, and we're going to make a big circle. So we're going to use this big part. This is how you use a stencil. Go ahead and grab a pencil from the can, and you just hold it still with one hand, and then with the other hand you lean your pencil on the edge of the shape. And you can't push down really hard because the tissue paper is very thin and fragile and we don't want it to break. So you very gently draw a circle by leaning your pencil on the edge of the stencil. So go ahead and try it. All right, so you should have a little something like this. Okay, you guys did a great job. So you can do another circle. You can up there, and we can do another. You can do three or four flowers, which should be good. All right, you can put your pencil back in the can. We are gonna need some scissors. So the scissors are on the puppy dog job sheet. So if you're a puppy dog, go to your supply station and get the pencil box of scissors and put them in the middle of your table. Okay, and you can open the box. And now you guys can get your scissors from the middle of the table. And we're going to cut out. So this is the first time using scissors in my class. So I'm going to show you how we're going to use scissors in my class, okay? So I know your scissors are smaller, but it's the same idea. So you're going to have a small circle and a big oval on your scissors. This is called the handle. So your thumb goes in the top circle, and you can put 2 or 3 fingers in the bottom oval. This is how we hold our scissors in art class. And whenever you go to cut some paper, you just pull these apart. See that? Just pull your thumb up and your fingers down. So you're not going to hold them like this. You don't want your fingers on the top and your thumb on the bottom. You want it like this. So your thumb is on your top and your fingers on the bottom. So once you're holding your scissors correctly, you're going to go to your circle that you drew. We have to get to our pencil line. So we're going to open it up, and then we're going to put the edge of the paper to the back of the scissors, and then we close it, and then the end of our scissors will touch the circle like that. See? So now we've entered into the paper, and now we're going to open again. And get your pencil line on your scissors and close. And as you close it, you might need to move your paper a little bit because you want to keep your scissors on the line. So you can think about it like the pencil line is a road and your scissors are the car. So to make your car go, you have to open them, put the pencil in the back, and then close it. So now you're driving on your road, and you might need to move your road a little bit to keep the scissors on it. Now you guys are super teeny tiny, so if you don't cut right on the line, that's okay. As long as you try to cut on the line, that's what matters. So if there's still some pencil showing, that's okay. If yours isn't a circle, if it looks more like a square, that's okay. As long as you did your best and have fun, because that's the rule in Mrs. McFarland's art classes. You have to do your best and have fun. So it's not a rule to be perfect. Okay, let's do another one. So set your circle somewhere you won't lose it. I'll zoom out so you guys can see how I'm setting my circle somewhere I won't lose it. I'm just going to put it up here in like the corner of my desk area. And then we're going to do it again. So here's another circle. So go to the edge, open, close, open, close. Might need to turn your paper. Open, close. And you might need to, you can turn your car or you can turn your road. So what I mean is you can turn your scissors or you can turn your paper to help you close the scissors on the pencil line. If you accidentally tear it a little bit, that's okay. The flowers are gonna look really beautiful no matter what. Okay, and remember, one of the rules in this classroom is to use the supplies how Mrs. McFarland does. That means if I am cutting paper on the board, you are cutting paper. Am I cutting hair? No. So do you get to cut hair? No. Am I cutting paper? Yes. So do you get to cut paper? Yes. So you only get to use the supplies how I do. Am I cutting and trying to scrape the side of my table? No. So that means you don't get to do that either. Okay, now we've got this trash here, which means we need a helper. So let's see whose job it is to throw away the extra paper. Here it is. It's the alligator. So if you're the alligator, you can get the extra paper at your table and put it in the box that has this picture on the front of it. All right, you guys can put your scissors back in the middle of the table in the scissor box. And now we're gonna need some glue to put these on. So let's see whose job it is to get the glue. Oh, it's the puppy dog's job to get glue. So if you're the puppy dog, go to your supply station and get your box that has the liquid glue in it. Put the box in the middle of the table. And we're gonna get out something today called a messy tray. So in art class, when we use glue or paint or anything like that that's wet, we're gonna use a messy tray. So also, puppy dogs, once you put that glue there, the messy tray is also a tool. So get the messy tray and give one to everybody at your table. I'll get mine. Okay, and once you get your messy tray, you can put your art in the messy tray. Okay, good. And then get your circles, put them in your messy tray. So your table should look something like this. And then you're gonna get your bottle of glue out from the box. All right. And now it's time to get our flowers ready to glue on. So get one of your pink flowers. And you don't have to do the part where we crinkle it, but I'm gonna crinkle mine. So I'm gonna put my fingers in the middle and just kind of squish it in the middle. I just pinched a little bit on the bottom so it's more like a flower, but you don't have to do that if you don't want. You can just have it a perfect circle. So once you're ready, you can just set your flower down and let's open up our glue bottles. Slide the extra glue off just like we did last week. And then you're gonna go to one of your lily pads and do boop, 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 boop. Just like we did with the lily pad last week. We're gonna do it on top of the lily pad now. And once you have a dot of glue, you can put your flower on top. Like that. And it's not gonna dry right away. So you just have to set it there for a bit. And it will dry eventually. Okay, let's do the next one. Take your next one, crinkle it in the middle if you want. Drop a glue on your lily pad and flower. Okay, do another. think I want to crunch this one up a little more before it dries. All right, that's the first part. Good job, you guys. We have our first layer of our flowers on there. So now you guys can pick another color if you want. So let's set this messy tray aside. And this time, the kitty cat hasn't had any jobs today, so we're gonna let the kitty cat do the bear's job, just so the kitty cat doesn't feel left out. So if you're a kitty cat, you get to get the tissue paper. And you're gonna go to the tissue paper box, and you are going to actually ask the kids at your table what color they want, and you'll give them the color that they asked for, because this time you get to pick the color for the next layer of your flower. So I'm doing pink again. I'm gonna do a different pink this time. So you can ask, if you're the kitty cat, you can ask your team, your table, what color they want, and one of them might want purple, so you can give them purple. One might want blue, so you can give them blue, but everybody only gets one piece. All right, so now we all have another piece of tissue paper number 2. And this time, if you want to draw with a smaller circle, you can. So get your stencil back. You can put, your scissors should be in the scissor box if they're not already there. Your glue can stay out on your messy tray, that's fine. But let's get our pencils back out of our can. And let's go ahead and draw circles again. And again, this can be smaller this time, or it can be big again. But we are going to have to cut these out, and it's harder to cut things out if they're smaller. So don't make it teeny tiny. Don't do one of the little tiny circles. That will be a little too frustrating. Okay, and again, 3 or 4 are good. You could do 5 if you wanted, just somewhere around there. Okay, now we are done with this stencil now. So what you're gonna do is give your stencil to the puppy dog, and puppy dog, you can put the stencil back, and make sure you put it in the right zip bag. It goes in the dark blue one. Okay, there we go, all done with that. And we're going to now get our scissors out. We put our pencil back, get our scissors out, and cut our circles. Okay, we've cut out some more circles, so what do we need to do about this trash? Well, the alligator, right? If you're an alligator, you can get the trash, and go ahead and put it in the trash can at your table or at your station. And now let's get our messy mats back out, or our messy trays back out, and put our new circles in the messy tray. And now you can put these new flowers right inside of the last flowers we did, or you can make them by themselves. I'm going to put mine on top of the other one. So again, just like last time, you can leave them flat and glue them on, or you can crinkle them up first and then glue them on. So remember, to glue them on, we just go boop, 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 and then stick them on the glue. There's one. And don't pull it off. You have to leave it alone, or else it won't ever dry. There. All right, you guys are doing fantastic. All right, we aren't quite done with this lesson, but that is all we're going to do in this video. We'll work on this more in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.